you're so desperate, you're so alone, you've been single for so long, you just want to get married. Don't settle for the nincompoop that will come your way and say, hey, I'll just give you my last name now.
There are some men that they are so myopic in their thinking, are so small-minded that they want to quickly advance themselves and be like, okay, let me do it. It's just me.
Keep you small.
Keep you small.
Keep you small to be able to control you.
Absolutely.
Keep you small to be able to, determine how you eat, when you eat, when you travel, what you do. I want to own you, such that you don't have a say. My word is law.
No.
I'm already disadvantaged institutionally and societally. I will not also be disadvantaged in my own home.
Marriage is an institution that is absolutely terrible for women. It is a garbage deal. Scientific and sociological data is in. This is not my opinion. A friend of mine said recently, if marriage benefited women, they would have taken it from us already. Right? Because they're taking away everything else that's good for women. Yes. But they're like, get married. Yeah. You should get married though. Yeah. Right? Married women do not live as long as single women. They do not earn as much money as single women. They are not as happy as single women. They are more likely to suffer from addiction than single women. They are more likely to commit suicide than single women. They are more likely to die of homicide than single women. They report themselves in every single way that you can measure sociological data for wellness as being less contented than single women. Married men, on the other hand, married to women, outperform single men by such a measure that it is perhaps the healthiest thing that a man can do is to get a woman to marry him. Married men live longer, they're healthier, they make more money, they advance more in their careers, they're more creative, they're less likely to commit suicide, they're less likely to die of homicide, they're less likely to die in car accidents in every single possible way. The best thing a man can do is to get married to a woman. The worst thing a woman can do, statistically speaking, is to get married to a man, because what happens is it's called the marriage benefit imbalance. Those imbalances are exactly equal, meaning the percentage of herself that a woman gives to a man, she loses and he gains. So she's literally giving her life to him.
That's why if you're not married to a good man, you will just keep dying slowly. That's it.
Even when you marry the good one.
That's why it's worse.
It's worse.
That's why it's way worse.
It's already disadvantaged.
Because you are already at a disadvantage. And this is why, let's take a minute to just let's digest what we just listened to, because the figures, the facts, the research doesn't lie. She's not knocking on marriages. She's not saying that she's not even saying that that's her opinion or anything. She's just like, these are the facts. It's not from a feminist lens or standpoint or anything. Absolutely not. And this is why, for me, when I had the light bulb moment many years ago, I told myself, I said, listen, I would rather use my whole earnings to get help than to depreciate in a marriage. I will not do that. And also having a partner that understands that as well,
the importance of
that really, really helps you, because we lose a lot as women. We do lose a lot. Even the mental toll, physical toll of going through the pregnancies and all of that, and then your career suffers, and then you're thinking about, okay, look at you and I were having a conversation today about some of the summer plans. You can't have that. You can't make those plans
up and move
without thinking about your kids and all of that. But guess what? A married man that has kids, that's not his problem. He's just gonna up and go. He will not even the good ones will even be like, babe, this and that and that and that. Some of them will just up and go. For us to be able to even to keep up with the demands of peer pressure and things like that, we know what we are we know what we have to
sacrifice. Some things are suffering.
We know what we have to sacrifice and things like that. And this is why a lot of women don't get ahead in this field.
You honestly can't have it all.
No, but so I say all this to say that, as women, especially as married women, prioritize your self-care, because your children are going to ask you tomorrow, be like, why did you do that? Why did you have to sacrifice? Why did you have to why did you have to at the expense of yourself, your life, your career, why did you have to do that? So if you need to get help, get the help. Pay for that help so that you can have time, you can be alive to enjoy it. A lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are
some people might not be able to afford help.
But you can afford it because...
it's life now, right? Some people are lucky that we have resources that allow us to enjoy some frivolities in life. Some people, just the way their incomes are set up or whatever, or where they live by virtue of location, just can't.
No, I don't agree with that. Do you know why?
Why?
I don't agree with that because I feel like there are so many... So this society that we live in right now, you can work with, say, a student, even if it's for 2 hours, even if it's for 3 hours. You can go to dinner and spend double that and pay for your dinner, or maybe even $100. You can sacrifice. I'm not talking about having a full time.
Okay.
No, that's some people. For me, I wasn't able to even do that for many years, right? So that I have that now. I, of course, even before I was able to do that, I couldn't at some point in my life, right? So there are stages to life. So I'm saying that even to, I've heard women say, oh, I can't even afford to, I don't even have 1 hour in the day or 2 hours in the day. No, you're doing yourself a disservice at that point.
But I want to talk about the institution that allows us to suffer like that, as opposed to like the what to do to minimize the suffering.
Right.
I want to talk about why we are so disadvantaged. Who had a meeting and decided that, because she said something very profound.
Right.
She said if marriage was beneficial for women,
they would have taken it
away from us. Somebody somewhere, or a group of men somewhere, decided, and maybe you can say it's biblical even, that at some point in a woman's life, this is what she needs to do to be complete.
Right.
The institution of marriage has been set up so much so in a way that even our 24 hours doesn't feel like 24. It feels like I have only 10 hours a day sometimes.
Not even up to.
Yeah, because like I'm pulled in so many different directions.
Right. Yeah.
And then when I'm exhausted and I want to rest, it's almost like somebody's waking me up again to start all over. It's a loop.
Yeah.
I watched a video on TikTok. I was just telling Nako about it before I started recording.
Yep.
How this woman just, like you're talking about, just hired help.
But before you talk about that video, I had said something that prompted you to say that.
Yeah, because like I didn't realize, and we talk about help in a very casual way. Like, I have help. What this woman said and the way she phrased it was that she calls her adult nanny, and then at some point in her life she discovered that this is more than a nanny. This is a wife.
Yep.
I'm paying for a wife.
Absolutely.
And that because she has quote unquote a paid wife that does all her laundry, does her chores, organizes her life.
Yes.
Make sure that typically what a wife does. Her medical appointments are good, all her insurance, whatever is up to date, her car registration is done, her clothes are organized, everything you can think about that a wife does is what she's paying this woman to do.
Yep.
The moment that light bulb clicked in her head was why she was not able to connect her success in her career
to that. Because it frees you up.
It frees you because
mentally, physically, everything.
She said the hack in life, get a wife.
Yeah, get a wife for your
Hey!
Yeah.
When I heard it,
in
I
a
said,
non-sexual
so I'm
way.
just a glorified, I'm a glorified adult man.
So that was what I said that triggered you to remember that, because I said, wives, you are literally they've married you as a housekeeper, as a wife. Like that's literally
Men hacked these things.
That's literally what we are.
Yeah.
Right? So if you are able to jump, like queuing on, I even think that, because I found that out maybe like I would say maybe almost 10 years for me now, and even at that I felt like I was late to the party. Right. But finding that out for me was such a profound moment, and I was like, absolutely not, I'm going to start to outsource some of these things.
Get a wife.
And I started small. I started small. At this point it's like full-fledged, I'm good. Right. But it took a while, and a lot of people are, and that's why I was saying something like women need to start prioritizing themselves a little bit first.
Okay.
2 hours. Pay a nanny for 2 hours. Get out of your house. Go and do self-care. Go for a massage. Go for drinks. Go for whatever. 2 hours for yourself. It's like you would. I can't even explain what it does to you. Start from there and then start to build it up from there. Prioritize maybe movie night with yourself or your girls, with having going to dinner.
Your life. I hear and I do all this already. Like we don't play about stuff like that. But my whole thing is, I want to talk to I want to bring the whole institution down. But
you can't.
Hey,
you cannot. It's gonna, I mean, it's starting to, and I love it for us, this generation of women. There's that awakening. There's why, and this is why we try to tell you guys, the ladies, that as much as possible, try not to get married too quickly.
No,
because it disadvantages you even more, right? Try to attain a level in your career somewhere where you made a mark somehow, because some
type of accomplishment or satisfaction.
Because now women are graduating school earlier. They're going to, getting into school earlier, graduate. So 22, 23. A lot of times women are done. Right? They're done and all of that, right? So you do that. You stay in this career, in this field, or your business that you want to start, and you do that till maybe you're like 28. Right? You find that person, maybe you met him at their 26, whatever, 27, you're dating, then you can get married. And then you can now, maybe push out 2 kids, whatever, 3 kids, whatever, is your forte. And then before you know it, you're back in the workforce again. You're back to, but you've left, you're not starting from scratch, because you've already built something to that extent where
you can take a break.
And they will be waiting for you to come back.
You've shown value. You've proven value. They can't move without you. So I like all that is so, and to add to that, marry a good
That's the
man.
most important thing.
Because just statistically,
Yeah.
even when you marry the best man,
Yep.
we're still at a disadvantage.
Absolutely.
Because you cannot require a man. He go do you somehow if the man day house self. Like you might not.
Yeah.
You as a woman will not like that. He's available to be at home all the time.
Yeah.
So just institutionally, he needs to go out and hustle.
Right.
But in him hustling, he's progressing far more. Where the difference in a good and a bad man is that while he's progressing, he understands that he needs to carry you along in that progress. He's not leaving you behind. He's not going to shut you down. Whenever you come out of whatever phase you're in your life and you also want to progress, he's there for you. So don't settle for that. You know, you're so desperate, you're so alone, you've been single for so long, you just want to get married. Don't settle for the Nikon poop that will come your way and say, I'll just give you my last name now.
And then prioritize himself and his career.
You.
Because a lot of times what some of those men do, they'll keep you in the house, they'll go and progress, they'll do their masters, do their PhD, go and do everything that they want to do. And
travel the world.
Remember, there was one video that we had done one time where this man was like, I can never... Right, because his wife was going to go into medical school and he was like, leave me for who? So that's the mindset of a lot of these men. They would want that progress, for them to progress for themselves and you to be in that, you know, below average or whatever. They would prefer that. But a good man will be like, no, let me stay back.
Along,
or even say, let me wait.
Yeah, because he's probably achieved something, right?
Or even if he hasn't yet, maybe he's just be a bachelor's or whatever. He would rather say, you know what, you go do this, you go get that degree, you go do this, you go do that.
Secure enough in his masculinity that he doesn't feel smaller. His ego is not injured because you're ahead.
No, because and then he knows that for him as a man, we know men that have gone back to law school at 50, at 55, they're scaling it. Right.
It's a piece of cake because
but women is different for us. So he would rather you go and do it in your earlier on, and then he can go later. But there are some men that are so myopic in their thinking, are so small-minded that they want to quickly advance themselves and be like, okay, let me do it. It's just me. Keep you small. Keep you small.
Keep you small to be able to control you.
Absolutely.
Keep you small to be able to, you know, determine how you eat, when you eat, when you travel, what you do. I want to own you, such that you don't have a say. My word is law. I'm already disadvantaged institutionally and societally. I will not also be disadvantaged in my own home.
Absolutely.
I have to be able to have freedom. I have to be able to give myself some good, you know, things of life that I can afford for myself and say, you know what, I earned this. You cannot come and tell me when to eat. You cannot tell me when to travel. You can't tell me when to take a girl's trip.
Absolutely.
So, you know, so make sure you're choosing right because the way the thing is already set up. God,
and a good man would see that as, you know, as
a plus.
A plus, thank you. They'll see that as a plus, while the other a man that is not good will see that as a threat.
Yeah, you say it's bad habits.
Right.
Your eyes outside. Your eyes too wide.
It's crazy. This conversation is
It's so like.
I think we're gonna come back to. I think this is one of the ones that, because we're trying to see how we can start. There are some big conversations that we have where we feel like want to open it up a little bit more and do like a panel kind of thing. So this is something that is going to go on that list.
So like maybe call a diverse group of women, maybe older, younger, accomplished,
and some men as well at some point, and see how we can have a more robust conversation. But in the meantime, let us know what you guys think on this.
Should we boycott the institution of marriage? Maybe the next generation women should say, "Well, I'm married."
But a lot of women are already doing that.
They really are, and I love it for them.
Oh, a lot of women are doing that.
I love it. You see the glow up when a woman divorces.
But the thing is,
There's
for me,
in that divorce water if I drink, you know.
But something for me too is like, again, it's hard. It's almost like a love and hate relationship for me in a way, because I'm also there's not even just that. I'm such a hands-on mom that even though I have that call it 24 hours help, whatever it is, I want to know what my kids are doing. I'm always like, even when I just came back from a trip, I'm watching, in my cameras, I'm watching my kids, I'm talking to them every day, I'm checking in that, like, I'm not far removed. There's some women that just want to, you know, they do that, they just come, they check, and they move along. Okay. Right? But it's hard for me to do that. Okay. I want to be
a helicopter mom.
I don't know what that is, but I want to know what my kids. I want to know. I'm hands-on. I want to be there. I want my kids to. I want to be, you know, part of their memory. Like, oh, my mom did this. So anyway, let us know what you guys think.
I'm not knocking on. I want us to wrap up the video, but I don't want you guys to take away that we hate marriage.
Absolutely not. No.
Marriage, when done right, is beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
But do you need the legalization of it? Is where I'm at, because I love the idea of partnerships. I love the idea of finding your person.
Oprah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I love the idea of finding your person in life, your soulmate, and going through life with that one person and just accomplishing the best of the best of life. I love that concept. But you see, there's something about signing it and putting it to paper that just immediately reduces your lifespan. I can't explain it. Because you see the difference when a woman is with a man and then she leaves that man. You just see it like night and day. She looks prettier, her skin is glowing, her hair is healthier, everything about her is more beautiful. So maybe we should just date it. Let's just be dating. Why do we matter? You know what? Let's in the comments meet in the comments, guys.
Keep applying pressure.
Bye guys, apply pressure.